If you're like me, you've been waiting for Ruan Mei to get released for quite some time now, and just in case you're wondering whether her E1 or her S1 would be better, I am going to answer that question for you in this video. Don't worry guys, I summoned got you, I did the homework for you. To run calculations, I chose a level 80 Ruan Mei with 180% break effect for her max 68% damage bonus increase, and we're going to be supporting a level 80 Jingliu running a S5 Fall of an Eon with 2600 attack, 200% crit damage, and 38.8 ice damage using her enhanced skill with max passive active on a single target. I know it's a mouthful, I understand, I get it, but essentially we're going to be using Jingliu's skill on a single target with everything active using Fall of an Eon. That's pretty much what that is. The single target we are choosing is going to be a level 95, which is a level of MOC 12. True Sting, which is the bug. The reason we're only testing on one enemy instead of 3 is because the damage scales off percentages and it'll be the same thing regardless. So wow, that was harder to say than I actually thought. On our first test, that is going to be our baseline damage that our Jingliu is doing, resulted in her doing 23,631 damage dealt to the True Sting. This is going to be the baseline damage that we're going to compare the rest of our tests with, just to see the percentage increase the higher on Eidolons and signature Lycones we go. Adding an E0 S0 Ruan Mei is going to buff our Jingliu's damage by 68% and give her 25% res pen whenever she ults. For all these tests, I assume that all of Ruan Mei's buffs are active at the same time to glimpse at her max potential effectiveness. This results from her damage going from the initial 23,600 to just about 44,000 damage. And that's a good damage increase considering it's just adding this to character and having her buffs active. So everything we're doing here applies to the entire team. Just keep that in mind. We're going to start with the S1. The S1 will further increase her damage bonus by an extra 24%, making it 92% damage bonus, as well as a 25% res pen, and this will take our damage from the initial 23,600 to 49,100 damage, and that's more than doubling her initial damage. That's pretty insane. That's pretty crazy. Now if we remove the signature Lycone and we give her one Eidolon, at E1 she's providing the initial 68% damage bonus, 25% res pen, and now she's getting another 20% defense ignore into the mix. This is going to take our damage from the initial 23,600 to about 49,270, which is very similar, very close to the E1 if you ask me. All right, now for her E2, she adds an extra 40% attack to her E1, so our damage goes up to 52,444 from the 23,631, which is a decent increase, only about 3k increase from the E1. So the E2 not looking too hot. But remember, this is for the entire team as well. So finally, for the E1 S1, Ruan Mei is going to be providing 92% damage bonus, 25% res pen, and 20% defense ignore to the entire party. That is an absurd amount of buffs for the entire party. The E1 S1 takes our damage from 23,600 to a whopping 61,380. This is almost tripling our initial damage. This chart right here compiles all the data that I just went over, and as you can see, there's barely any difference in the overall damage from her S1 compared to her E1. However, there are significant bonuses that come with having her S1, like the extra break effect making her way easier to build is one of them. The other one is the 100% uptime on the 92% damage bonus, which is crazy. Extra skill point per ultimate, that is another one that's super insane. And then to cap it all off, she gives 10 energy to the entire party every wave. So in my opinion, getting her Lycone provides more value overall to your account, even if her overall damage is slightly lower than her E1. And when I say slightly, I mean like slightly. It was like 108% to 107.9% or something like that. It's very, very minimal. So if you're stuck between her S1 and her E1, I would say go for the S1. This is for my dolphins and my people that have been saving for Ruan Mei for a while and are thinking about going for her E1 S1 or her E2. E1 S1 ends up being overwhelmingly better than even her E2 by a large margin. So if you can get 3 copies of any combination of those 3 things, go for the E1 S1. You will end up being better than just her E2. Hopefully I answered your question if going for her E1 or her S1 is probably better for you. I'm personally going to go for the E1 S1. Hopefully, let's see how that goes. But let me know in the comment section, are you going for Ruan Mei? What Eidolon signature Lycone combination are you going to go for? And that's going to be the end of the video today. So until next time guys, see ya.